Circle Podcast. I'm your host, Harold, and today we have Dylan and we have Andrew. We do not have Jared because he's on a babysitting duty. But other than that, what's up, guys? How's it going?
What's up?
Not much. Just another fun episode to look forward to with you guys. So excited to be here.
You know, it's always, I don't know about you guys, but it always it feels nice to have something in the middle of the week to look forward to. It's kind of like, you always look forward to like the Friday because it's like, oh, weekend's here. It's like the podcast, it's like you're halfway there. You're like right there. At least, that's how I kind of look at it.
Yeah, I think I do too. Wednesdays are always pod days for us recording wise, and so like anytime I know that, oh hey, Wednesday, it's like, oh, I only have one more day left in the week. And plus, like, I don't know how you guys are, but like, I know sometimes life gets in the way and we can be busy, and sometimes I don't get to see you. Maybe it's been a couple weeks or something, but the pod really is nice having that where we can just talk and catch up and laugh about stuff. So
I think
For sure.
I think it's also great to like, kind of like, how like stuff happens during the week and you'll be, oh yeah, I gotta tell Harold and Dylan about this, and then you get talking, and then it's like you completely blank about it. It's kind of nice while you're in the work week to kind of have them final things to talk about. But oh yeah, Harold at work was getting hit on today or whatever.
yeah.
You wanna talk about that or?
I think we should. I think it needs
That was
to
an
be
actual
addressed.
thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was just throwing in some like filler stuff.
No, this is
No.
real, baby.
No.
Oh yeah, I gotta hear about this.
That was so funny, dude. Oh my goodness.
I thought the ring would be enough, but I was getting flirted with today at work.
Yeah, it was a real touchy experience too.
It was real touchy. It was weird. So I'll paint the picture. So I'm over in Dylan's station, and Dylan's working on his engines because I need his engine so I can put it on my unit. So I'm over there talking with him, and I felt a tickle on my leg. So naturally, I just go, "Hey, baby," thinking it's Jared. I turn around. No one is there except this trash can and the piece of zip tie wire dangling
It's
out.
banding, yeah. Plastic banding. It touched his leg and he thought someone was trying to hit on him. So like we're having a full on conversation and this dude just goes, "Hey baby." I'm like, What? And he turns around and he goes, "Oh," like he's depressed. It wasn't actually someone flirting with.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
I was more like, oh, because I'm like, I know Dylan's gonna be like, what was up with that? And then like he just started talking about it. He's like, oh.
It was so funny.
Oh my god, I was sitting here thinking it was gonna be this entire story about someone actually walking up, like tapping on your shoulder or something, and then actually flirting. It's just a trash can, man.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That would have been funny. Oh my god, that's even better. I love it.
I know
It was hilarious.
Dylan's like, man, trash can's hitting on you now? Damn. I'm like, well, with some of the ladies around here, I think I'll take the trash can. So.
Yeah, that's the truth.
I mean, yeah. Wouldn't mind little trash can action.
Recycling or garbage?
Oh, recycling.
You don't want moldy banana peels touching you.
No. No, that's a little gross. But the recyclable,
You're
give me all
trashy people.
Not the trash man?
Nope, not the trash man.
Oh, no. Especially with the one that's got like the teddy bear on the front of his the truck.
Toy Story?
Yeah.
Did you know in Toy Story 3 the trash guy taking the trash was actually Sid grown up?
So they say.
Yeah, it's like straight up Sid.
Huh.
And it was funny because people were like, "Oh, see, he didn't care, and now he's garbage man." It's like, dude's in like a union job, probably got his benefits paid for. Like that guy is doing just fine. Don't diss the trash man. Trash man is an important role in society.
Dylan, I'm not sure this is accurate, but is Trash Man a union job?
Garbage.
Is garbage a union thing?
Can be, depends on the company. You know, if they like, well,
I
if
guess I never thought of that.
they get treated worse or bad enough, they actually start one.
Yeah, I can. Hold on. You guys fill in. I'll search that up.
Yeah, I guess I never thought of it. Anytime I hear
There's different
union,
trash companies, Harold. So
I'm
like
thinking
it
like
varies.
I'm thinking like electricians and like construction workers and like those are like the
Yeah, a
things
lot
that-
of them have unions.
Yeah.
Many. Oh, sorry. Garbage collector is improper. Many sanitation workers are union jobs, but it depends on the employer and the location.
Ah, this was good old Chat GPT. You could say, give me examples.
I think my favorite part too is trying to search it up. It's like, would you like the AI version? No, you're gonna give me wrong information. Why does everything have to be AI? You know, I don't want an AI girlfriend. I don't want like something. I want what? Why
Don't
is everything
lie.
artificial? I mean,
Yes, you do.
the AI.
Dude, everything's going AI.
My AI girlfriend ain't gonna make me a bologna sandwich. She's just gonna be like, "Oh, if I was real, I could make you a bologna sandwich." And you know what happens? I plug her into my toaster, and she strangles me in the middle of the night. That's what happens.
Why are you plugging her into your toaster?
Your toaster has an outlet? That's
I'm
cool.
not gonna put her in the PlayStation. She ain't worth that much.
What about your like motion censored trash can?
Oh my goodness! It starts going off and on in the middle of the night, and you're like, "House."
Yeah, everything's going AI nowadays. It's crazy. Like that's the big push is AI right now, and it's affecting everything. But you know, I've really seen it in like the gaming community because all like the RAM cards are being used for like the AI data centers, and so like now like some of the RAM cards are like several $1,000s. Like wow, I gotta. I don't know if I want to finance a builder of a PC.
Now is today, yeah. If there was a time to be a PC gamer to buy in, now is not the time. Although, to be honest, is it ever gonna get like cheaper?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard that those data centers are already losing money. And they had like talked about like, oh, we might have to have like, I don't know if it was Google AI, but I heard that ChatGPT and like some other ones, they might have to like start putting ads and stuff in to actually bring in revenue because they were losing so much money. I'm like, well,
don't we have a data center being built, or a couple built in Wisconsin? I thought.
I'm sure they're all over.
I know they were talking about it somewhere. They're like, yeah, they have like 4 or 5 being built, and it's like, it kind of reminds me of like when everyone thought like 3D was the thing. And it's like, oh, we're gonna make 3D TVs, and it's like, like AI has its applications, but it's like, it seems like such a niche thing to like bank billions and billions of dollars into, when it's like, like the perfect application would be like, you have it do the mundane, like you have it do the mundane stuff so that people would have more time to do the creative things, but it's instead being used the other way around where they're trying to make AI creative, and it just comes off as like phony and very like corporate.
Yeah.
At least that's my take on AI.
Yeah, it's here for now at least.
I think the worst part is when you say AI, nobody thinks you're talking about Allen Iverson no more. Just an
Okay.
all-time great. Speaking of all-time greats, for this podcast, we came up with the idea, instead of coming up with one centralized topic, we would all bring our own topic to talk about. And I think I'll go first on mine. Unless someone...
Well, you better.
Yeah, you go, you lead.
So, as many of you know, I am looking for, sports and stuff to watch, because football's going to be ending here. And I decided, what is the perfect time to get into UFC than now, because it's on Paramount Plus. I'm not spending $80 for a pay-per-view. I can watch it for free, basically. So Saturday, I watched UFC 324, and I gotta say, it was a great UFC card. I knew a lot of the names on the card. I knew that they were trying to get all the new people in with it, and plus, Paramount Plus, new deal. You're trying to get as many new eyeballs on it. And I gotta say, I know a lot of people complain about UFC messing a lot of stuff up, the way the people get paid, the way they kind of dilute their product. But man, I gotta say, 324, that was great. I had a lot of fun watching that. And going over the card and stuff, there was just so many memorable moments. Like that one dude, I don't know his name off the top of my head, but looking like Macho Man Randy Savage, just shooting a wrestling promo after his fight, and just him going, "Brittany Griner's a man," and running off with
Yeah.
I don't know how in depth you want me to go with this. I could talk about it for 5-10 minutes if you guys want. I can give you the cliff notes. I could give you the short and sweet. What are we thinking? Long or short and short?
It's up to Andrew. I mean, I watched it too, so.
Yeah, you could give me the cliff notes. I want to hear about it all, so, whatever you feel like I would understand the best.
Okay. So, the undercard, I had fun. I liked the undercard a lot. There was a lot of, last second knockouts. I wasn't too focused on it, because I was gaming during the undercard, so I wasn't watching too much of it. But the main card, I stopped doing what I was doing. I had that on the big screen, paid full attention. The first fight was Arnold Allen versus John Sylvia, and it was a good fight. It went to a decision, and Sylvia won. It was really funny because Sylvia came out, and he looked like this crazy guy. He starts barking. He's in all the promos and stuff they're doing for it. He's getting shown a belt or something. He starts crying about how he wants it. He needs it. He comes out as fucking evil.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
And he's evil, and he's fighting this guy Allen. And no offense to Allen, he was taking a lot of punches to the noggin. He was just standing there, and he was getting beat up. And Sylvia ends up winning it. And after the match, they start talking to him, and he's almost in tears, basically. He sounds like he's crying, and he's like, "I'm so sorry I did this to him. He didn't speak English. They had a translator, and the translator was how he looked up to him, and he felt bad because he was beating him up. And I thought it was so weird, the disconnect from him in fighting form was I'm this savage animal, and then him outside of it's I'm such a sensitive guy. I'm so emotional. I was that's different. I haven't seen that before.
So when they start before, I wonder if they're just so locked in that they're like their alter ego type thing where I'm an animal. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna win this thing. I'm gonna beat the hell out of this other guy, and then when all that's said and done, whatever the outcome is, then you go back to your normal self or whatever. I wonder if it's kind of like that.
I think he said something like that, because they're like outside of the ring, he's a very emotional guy. I think the highlight of the match, though, besides it being a good fight, was that in the last couple seconds of the final round, Allen was on the ground, like on his knees because he got knocked down, and he was getting up, and Sylvia it looked like a Goomba stomp. He went up to him, he jumped on his back, and then did a backflip off of him, and I was like, what? That's some wrestling shit right there. That's some WWE stuff right there. But that was a good first match. I wanted to see someone get knocked out, but first match. The second match was Natalia Sylvia versus Rose. I'm gonna butcher this. Nama Yunez, and it wasn't my favorite match because Sylvia's whole thing was she's constantly stuttering and shaking and she's constantly feigning, so it looks like she's gonna do a kick, she doesn't do a kick. And the first couple seconds of watching it, I'm like, oh, that's cool, because when is she gonna strike? When is she gonna? And then the rest of the match kind of is just that. It's just her feigning the whole time, and I'm like, it's kind of boring. It wasn't my favorite match. She ended up winning by decision. I didn't have too much particularly to say about it. I wasn't too impressed by that one. I think that was probably my second. I can't say it was my most disappointing one because the next one is, but it was the one I had the least amount of interest in. But I'm gonna move on. The next one, this was the one that I was looking forward to the most, actually, or the second most besides the Paddy fight, was Derek Lewis versus Waldo Cortez Acola. And because I love Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis is everywhere on social media. He's always having the funny moments. He's has the most knockouts and one of the most long careers. And man, it was just kind of sad watching this guy that I'm so excited to see, and I'm like, oh, he is gassed. He was moving really slow. He wasn't doing a lot. And the way it ended in knockout. Lewis got stumbled, he lost his balance and fell over, and he was on his back. And the way UFC works is that if someone falls over, you have to engage them before you start beating them up. You can't just start bah, 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 swinging like crazy. So the ref was saying either engage or let him engage or get up. And Derek Lewis was just kind of laying there, letting the other dude go on him, and so he got on top of him and just started beating the shit out of him and knocked him out. And it was man, you can't lose like that. You can't do that. That's giving up almost. That was the most disappointing one for the card. I was hoping there was a little bit more with it. But the next two, the co-main and the main, were phenomenal. I think Dylan, did you watch both of these ones?
Yeah, I caught pretty much everything. I missed a couple the first prelim fights, but that was it really.
The co-main of sorry, you go.
No, you're good.
Okay. The co-main event was Sean O'Malley, you might have heard of him, versus Song Yadong. And
Song Yadong. Sorry.
Dude, it was funny because at first when I saw the card, I didn't know who Song was. I'm like, oh, dude, O'Malley's got this in the bag, dude. And then you see Song, it looked like they were in different weight classes. Song was built like a Terminator. He was built jacked. And then
Yeah, he's short, but he's jacked.
because O'Malley's a couple more inches taller than him, he looks like he's way more skinnier than him. So like just seeing them walk out and like the first like the bell rings and you see them like cross each other, you're like, oh my goodness, dude, O'Malley's gonna get his lunch kicked in. And obviously O'Malley comes out to one of the most iconic walkout songs I think in UFC history, Superstar. It's associated with him. It's like his song, which was great to see. It was cool to see that. And the fight was like, it was grueling. It was like it went to decision. O'Malley ended up winning, but like I came away from that like impressed by both parties. I was impressed that O'Malley didn't get his like head taken off at all. And like, man, I just can't get over the fact that Song just was like built like that, dude. He was crazy. In terms of like technical stuff, I can't, off the top of my head, I don't really have anything to say about that one. The only one I think that I would have anything to go even like remotely in depth for would be the main card, the main event. But O'Malley ended up winning. It was a fun watch. I didn't know how he didn't lose. But yeah, the main one. This is the whole reason. Kind of why I was like down to watch it was Paddy Pimbleton versus Pimbleton.
No. Yeah.
Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. I don't know. But you know, like Sean O'Malley's very popular. I think Paddy is probably like
Baddy's become very popular.
Like the most popular guy for UFC, I would say. Like he's very, just like the look, kind of like his clips, like of him like eating pizza, being like, I'd rather be fat and happy than skinny and miserable. He's been all over the place, and this was actually for the interim lightweight title that Justin Gaethje had, and because I was paying attention to it, the betting favorite was Paddy to win. Like the bettors and stuff were saying that Paddy was gonna win it decidedly, and a lot of people online were like, "Dude, Paddy's gonna get his ass kicked. He's not the real deal." And I don't know what word I would use to describe it. It went the full 5 rounds, so it went to the maximum it could, and it went to decision. But that was like one of the most like brutal matches ever, because Paddy was just getting his head caved in from round 1 to round 5. He was getting beat. In fact, in the first round, he got knocked down, and Gaethje was all over him, started hitting him, whack, 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 and it looked like it was going to be done right then and there. But I think the second biggest thing I took away from it was that Paddy is like, you can't knock him out. He just takes it. He takes punches and bunches. He was getting handed to him. He was getting put against the cage. He was just getting whacked. And he got poked in the eye. I think he got poked twice, actually. I don't...
Ooh.
Yeah, he got poked twice in the eye. A lot of people are mad.
Ooh.
They think that the Gaethje should have been disqualified because of that.
I know, because normally what they'll do is like they'll do a point or they'll do a warning at first, unless it's like, if it's kind of like undetermined if it was like intentional. It's like, all right, you're getting a warning, don't do it again or you will get deducted a point. And for those who don't know, the way the scoring goes for UFC is, if you don't knock a dude out or submit him, the judges score it. And whoever wins the round gets 10 points, and the other person can get 9 or less points. And the way they determine the points is who's like the more dominant person, who's showing the most aggression, and then if it's at that point where it's kind of tied, it's who has been like landing the most punches, who's like statistically winning it. So if they would have taken away a point from him, the highest he could have gotten was 8. So you can understand, like, if you're going 5 rounds, okay, if he loses a point here and he has 8 instead of 9, he now has to make up the ground by either winning more rounds or knocking him out. But even if they did deduct him a point for the second one, he would have still won, because I think he won by 2 points or more, or like 2 points. So, but I think I was talking about it with Dylan at work, and Dylan, what would you say was the most disappointing thing as the number one Paddy fan on the pod?
I don't know. I mean, he really didn't seem like he was fighting like a normal self. And I think it was mainly because of those 2 eye gouges he got, really. The first one, like, it was meh. You know, like, it obviously affected him, but it wasn't the worst thing. But that second one was a really deep push into his eye. And I think it also left a cut. Like, so that was, I think that's kind of what cost him that fight. I think he would have put up more of a fight if he didn't take it to the same eye twice.
And I thought, like, you were talking about it too at work, how, like, Paddy's he can, like, he's like more of a, he's not like a technical guy. He's not going to submit you, but he, like, was trying to, like, outbox a guy that is, like, known to be a boxer. Justin's whole thing is that he's a big beefy dude and he will knock your.
He will 100% submit people.
Does he? I don't know how many submissions he has. Maybe I'm just, a nerd.
Grappling is like his strong suit.
Let's see. Oh, he did get a submission in 2024. Yeah.
His grapple work is his strong point.
It's been a minute. September 2024 would have been the last time, so 2 fights ago would have been the last time he did win by submission, but he can submit. But he didn't want to do that at all with him, which is weird. Because Justin's like a tank, and you saw by round 5, Paddy was beat up. He was bleeding. He was cut. He looked rough, and Justin looked fine. He looked like he was just doing his own thing. He looked like he was doing okay.
Yeah, it looked pretty rough.
But it was a good fight. A lot of people, were a little upset that, like, Paddy didn't win. Paddy's the hype guy. But I think that it's kind of cool. Or not kind of cool. I think that you'd say that Justin looked better than Paddy. And I think that I'm excited to see him go into the future, see him go after the lightweight title. I think that's going to be really good. Although a lot of people are saying that he's gonna get his ass blown out against Ilya Torbia, but we'll have to see.
We'll see.
But yeah, UFC 324, great. I'm definitely gonna be watching them going forward. So yeah, that is what I brought to the table. Do you boys have anything to bring?
Well, I got a big dumpy.
Oh, baby!
What were you going to say, Dylan?
I don't remember.
Nope. Well, I could talk about mine. Mine's definitely not lengthy or, super long or super in depth, I guess. As cool as Harold's was, I can't compete with that.
No.
Mine is just more about, like, life in general and how just stuff just happens, and and kind of just got to roll with the punches. And so Saturday, I'm going over to a friend's house, and it was great. In the morning, I was playing some Ark, and I was having a lot of fun with it. And my wife made a Mississippi pot roast, and so we, cause like the theme, we were just going over, and they had some gifts for us, and we were gonna play some games, and so we were gonna do like, it was like soup flights, so like everybody like bring your own soup or whatever, and so we went with like a pot roast like soup type thing, and so I was really excited, and it was like getting close to that time, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go start the car, and so I go out and start it because it's been so outrageously cold this last like week.
Right.
Especially like last Friday and Saturday, it got down to like -20, and so it was like really, really cold. I hadn't started the car on Friday, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. So get in, and I turn the key, and she is like, it was like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr." I was like, please turn, just please. And she did. She kicked on. So there's no worries there, and so about 30 minutes, letting her sit and run, and we're ready to go and get in the car and pack everything up and start to pull out, and we go down Washera Street and going just a little ways, and there's some ice and snow on the road, but not a whole lot, but it felt kind of bumpy. And I was like, huh, okay, well, there's ice and snow on the road, so it's not, I won't overthink this. We'll just keep going. And so I kept going, and I hit a nice stretch where there wasn't any, and I felt the car pull to the left a little bit, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. So, I made sure there's no, like, cars around or whatever, and I just kind of, like, briefly let go of the steering wheel, and she cranked to the left, and I was like, oh boy, this is not good. So I put her in park, throw the hazards on, and I get out, and sure enough, my driver's side wheel is just shot. The tire is just shot. There's like a rip, like a quarter of the diameter or the length of the tire, and she was sitting pretty much kissing the ground, and I was like, well, I guess we're turning around. So, I mean, thankfully we weren't that far from our place, so I just turned around and parked it, and kind of just one of those things where it was like, ah, crap, and I was like, well, I guess we're not gonna go. And I was kind of, that was like a vibe killer to me. You're ready to go, you're ready to eat some good food, you're ready to see some friends and play some games and whatnot, and it was just a vibe killer. And at this point, like, I had messaged our friend Joe, and I was like, hey, like, I got a flat, like, both cars, our other vehicle is out of commission for the moment, and so, like, there's no way we're gonna get there. And I was kind of in a mood where I'm just like, I don't even want to go, like, that kind of ruined my mood. And he was like, no, actually, I'll come get you. He's like, you guys should be here. And so a good man that Joe is, he decided to drive 35 minutes out and pick us up and drive all the way there. And we were kind of talking about it, and because I was like, oh, well, I can't get, it was Saturday at this point, and I'm like, well, the earliest I could try to get the tire fixed would be Monday, but, they might not have the tires in, so it might be a little bit, and, all this other stuff, and I'm kind of, like, running through. And so, like, we had reached out to Dylan, and we were like, hey, we know you have the Lincoln, like, could we just, maybe borrow that? And really nice as he was like, yeah, like not a problem. Well, as we're on the way to Oshkosh, Joe and I were talking, and I was just telling him like, I don't, we're just gonna probably borrow Dylan's car, and he was like, well, you could just keep mine, and I'm like, well, why? And he's just like, well, I'm spending the night, and Ben can just drop me off. He's like, we've got 3 other vehicles I could use, and he's like, that, you don't, then you wouldn't have to, we wouldn't have to come pick up the car if you take it home tonight, and then you don't have to run out to Dylan's and borrow his. He's like, you could just keep this, and I was like, well, I guess it is a little easier. So as nice as he offered it up, and thankfully got the new tires put on, all said and done by Tuesday afternoon, and he came and picked it up yesterday, and so it was just, and then obviously we had a really great night, a lot of fun with games and eating delicious food. Jara had made a really good chicken and dumpling soup. Oh, I never pictured him as a cooker, but oh my gosh, it was amazing. Like, whew.
Jared strikes me as like a guy that eats Slim Jims for sustenance.
Yeah, basically. Love the guy, but his soup really impressed me, and I was loving it. There was like some other soups. There's like Zuppa soup, which is like an Olive Garden soup. And then there was a loaded baked potato, which is what Joe made. And then there was a lasagna soup, which is what Ben and Emily made. Great food all around. It was a very good night. But yeah, my topic really was just like life happens, and just to have a bunch of good friends that are willing to offer up their vehicles. Thank you, Dylan, for that, and Joe, and it's just nice when life just kind of happens, and you're kind of like, well, I don't really know what we're gonna do, and so you talk to your friends, and it's just a nice reminder that I'm very grateful for the people that I have in my life, and it was just kind of one of those moments where it happened. I was like, well, I don't, there's nothing we could do. It's out of our control type thing, and it kind of sucks when it happens, but life doesn't care, and it kind of just will do whatever it wants when it wants, and whether it's convenient to you or not, it doesn't matter. So it was just a little reminder, and that's basically all my topic is. Was just literally we blew a tire on the way to our plans that we had, and they saved the day, and now we've got the Civic back, and so we're doing better now. So that is basically my topic. Was just life happens. So
Nice. Indeed, it does. I mean, flat tires always suck.
yeah,
That's the worst.
It always happens.
And what's funny is
don't think about it.
it's well, and so like I had 2 of them replaced in October because I got
it wasn't all that long ago.
No, right, and I like the tires were getting to that point. They were about 4 years old, and I was like, "Yep, I know they need to be replaced." Replaced 2 before winter, and I was like, "Oh, like to me, I was thinking like our winters are basically pretty mild, and we could probably get through it." And I honestly think that really cold day on Friday, I think, kind of did it for the other 2 tires, and so I just took care of the other 2, and so now I've got 4 brand new tires all season, and they're good to go. So
very nice.
Like I said, life just happens, and whether you plan A, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do it this way, and it just comes along and go, nah, I'm gonna mess that up. Like I'm gonna come in and you're gonna get a flat right now. So
it happens, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I know all of us can kind of relate to it, so that's kind of why I just wanted to talk about it. So.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. What was the best soup?
Oh God. I want to say it was like I feel like I have to put Jared's at the top. I think he did the best, but I really did love the Suppa, and then Joe's. I mean, ours was good, and then Ben Emily's they're all really good. So I think I would have to give Jared. He had it was really weird because I was talking to Joe about it. There was this and I didn't get to ask him, but there was this smoky flavor to it a little bit, and that I think would really grab my attention. It wasn't in your face smoke, but it was kind of subtle. You could tell it's there, but it's not punching you in the face. And that kind of just really surprised me. And I really loved it, and it just felt like a really good homemade just southern style meal soup. So I think I'll give it to Jera.
That sounds really good.
No, chicken dumpling. I love chicken dumpling, baby. All the fixins. If I see fixins on a menu, boy, you better get me that bib or apron or whatever. I'm gonna be here for a while. Yeah, give me part of the tablecloth. I'm gonna be here for a while.
I'm gonna eat.
I guess
Wanna eat it.
if you don't have anything else to add, Andrew, Dylan, do you have anything you wanna say?
Well, I don't really know. I mean,
It could be something short if you want it to be.
I say it definitely will be.
Okay.
I am just gonna take the time to wish a happy birthday to Eli, and then John's was yesterday.
Ooh, yeah.
So a shout out to both of them. It's Eli's golden birthday today.
He turned 50?
Oh my goodness.
There's not even... Okay, I'm not even going to go down that road.
And we will be spending Saturday with Eli. I think, right? It's Saturday?
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Royal Wumble.
Isn't it kind of weird, though? Eli and John's birthday are, neck and neck, and, me and Dylan's birthday are, right next to each other, too. That's weird how that works out.
I love it.
Everyone's birthdays are, together.
It makes things so much easier.
It does.
And then, I'm kind of out by myself.
So in nowhere land.
I'm out in nowhere land, and Faith is next to Christmas, so...
Yeah. I think, honestly, that might be the worst. Especially growing up. You're like, oh, we're just going to throw your birthday and Christmas together.
See, and I don't do that. She deserves better. I am not the type that's going to be like, oh yeah, here's Christmas and your birthday. I'm like, no. Your birthday is separate from Christmas, and we're doing that way.
I think I would be open to the idea of since Christmas and birthday are so close, hey, we could do Christmas and then maybe either before Christmas or after Christmas something for the birthday. Just so it's not all bundled up at once, so it's oh, this is all thrown in one, make it feel separate.
Yep.
But I know some people are very tight on this is my birthday, I want to do something around this time. Although that doesn't strike me as a Faith thing. To be we gotta do it now.
Yeah, both her and I think we understand. I think her birthday is literally on a Monday this year, and so obviously it's okay, well, try getting people off on a Monday. I get it, it's certain holidays, but still. And so her and I have always understood if we can't do it on the actual day of your birthday, then we'll just next weekend or the weekend before, and we'll figure it out. But we'll make it special. So happy birthday, Eli and John. If you're listening, shout out to you guys. Wish we could celebrate with both of you in the same room, but John is currently in Arizona right now, enjoying family time there, so happy for him. And Eli, we get to see you Saturday.
I told Eli I gotta get him on one of these Discord calls, and the first thing I thought of was, wait, am I gonna be able to teach this old man how to do Discord? Or
Right?
I was talking to him last Saturday, and he was like, "Is it hard?" And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, this dude." I'm like, how about this? Next time we're around you, we'll get Discord set up for you, so you're not trying to put it in Spanish or something.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was so funny.
That was
Why
really
is it in
funny.
Spanish?
We were playing Jackbox, and as many of you know, you do it on your phone. So we were trying to explain to Eli, you have to go to the website and type in the code. Well, for whatever reason, Eli's phone decided it wanted to be in Espanol mode. And Eli is like, well, why is my phone why is it in Spanish? And we're like, Eli, your phone is the only one in Spanish. This is a you problem, not an us problem. So then we have to have John translate it. So he's like, go to da-da-da-da-da-da. Click da-da-da-da-da and then put this in. So I went back to English, and he was like, oh, okay. And it was like, oh my, this man is like the old guy
It was funny.
He's Carl. He doesn't know anything about technology, and it's like, oh my goodness. But yeah, love him. Love you, Eli. We're gonna be seeing you on Saturday, and I can't wait to watch some Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're ready for our hot topics. Are you boys ready?
I think so.
I think so, yeah. I guess.
Dylan or Andrew, who wants to go first?
I think it's gotta be Dylan first. I think you and I gotta go towards the end.
Okay.
Alright. Well, my hot topic is the new Motionless in White song released today.
Mm.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh,
Jared
it was
needs
so
to get
good.
into them. Jared
so
needs to get
good.
into them. I don't know why he doesn't like them, but he needs to get into them.
Is it any good?
Very.
Well, I know what I'm listening
Oh,
to
gee.
after this pod.
Yeah, it's worth it, man.
That's so good. In the song they have like callbacks to like some of their like previous projects that they've done. I love it when bands do that. It's so cool.
It's weird because sometimes like when they evolve and like move on from certain sounds and stuff, people are like, they changed or they got worse. They're not their old stuff, and it's like stuff moves on. You can like the old.
No, yeah. Their new stuff's the new one is so good, dude. Oh my goodness.
I will agree.
Rhea Ripley's theme song sang by Motionless in White.
Get out.
I had a feeling he was gonna say something about it.
But we talked about it a little bit before. Andrew, what's your hot topic?
I was actually thinking of switching it up just to like throw you off, but I'm pretty sure you know what I'm gonna talk about. Friday, we're going to see a movie called Iron Lung, and it was directed, written by, edited by Markiplier. He's a big YouTuber. Yeah, starring him, and I'm pretty excited to see it because it's been so long. I think it's been 3 years since he announced it. Yeah, and to finally be on this side of it, even if it's not like up to expectation or anything, just to see what he could do. That's, I think, what I'm more interested in. Not even if I was like, even if like this game, like I'm not like super interested in like Iron Lung the game, but just to see what Mark's vision was and like how it's gonna play out on the big screen, I think is cool. So yeah, I'm excited for that. We get to go with Harold, Cheyenne, Faith, so I'm excited.
I think, like, barring an absolute disaster class, I think as long as it's not like a 0 or 1 out of 10, I think I'll enjoy it. Plus, it's so strange. Like, if Markiplier was gonna, make a movie on the big screen, it's so strange that it's like that's the thing that he's like, yes, this is what I want to make a movie.
Right. Yeah. It kind of was like, Yeah, that's a good point because a lot of people were thinking he was going to be in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and then when he wasn't in there, oh, is he going to be in the second one? And he wasn't in there. Like, he even said like he was so busy just making his movie that he was supposed to be in it, but he never did. And so you always, when you kind of think of Markiplier, you think of like, oh, he's the Five Nights at Freddy's guy. And yeah, he wasn't in that. So like to see like an actual like theater release with him in it will be very interesting, to say the least. But like I said, I think there's a lot of anticipation, and I think I agree with Harold. As long as it's not a 0-1, I think I'll enjoy it.
It does feel strange going from like the guy that like you watch on YouTube, like sitting like eating your dinner, like to this day, but even back 5-10 years ago when he was still, it's such a long time ago, but like that's when he was doing like Five Nights at Freddy's 3. That's like when he was like he's still in his prime, but like this guy like is on like the movie screens in theaters and cinemas. It's so strange.
Yeah.
But your hot topic was not what I was thinking it was.
Really? Oh, okay. All right.
So my hot topic is that the Super Bowl is obviously the last football game played for the year, and honestly, I'm glad that the season's over. And the reason I say that is because it now gives me time to enjoy other sports. You have, UFC, which is now going to be a thing going forward of me trying to watch UFC. But baseball is coming around now, and baseball is always, new thing that I've been into. And you'll still have the draft, you'll still have free agency. And then once you get around that August, September, before it starts gearing up, you'll start getting that football itch. But, like, it's kind of nice to, like, football dominated for so long in the season. Now it's like the off season, you get to enjoy other things without going, oh, shoot, I have to choose between football and this sport. And obviously for a very, very smaller subsection, this is like the prime time to start watching wrestling because you got the Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania coming up. This is like the time to enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to that. It's been a little on the down. It's been kind of going on the down since WrestleMania 41, I would say, because that was like the peak of like it felt like wrestling was cool, and now it felt like it started going down a little bit, down a little bit, down a little bit, and I think that this will be a great time to rebound and maybe get people interested. When Eli ain't liking it, then I know something's wrong because Eli loves wrestling. So hopefully they can do some interesting stuff and be entertaining.
Can I add something a little bit before we end? So actually, I completely agree, and I'm 100% on your side that when it gets to the end of football, you're kind of like, I'm kind of glad it's over. Like, I get that feeling every season, every year, because every Sunday, like, that's what you're doing for most of the day. Like, Thursday night football, and then Sunday, and Sunday night, and then Monday night. Like, there is so much, and over the course of 4 months, like, it can be a lot. And it's just a nice, like, okay, it's over, time to breathe, focus on other stuff. Like, I want to go back to, like, planning stuff with friends, and, like, I don't have to worry about if, like, a game is on Thursday night, and not that it would really impact a whole lot, but it's just kind of a nice, like, oh, it's getting to the end, like, I'm kind of happy for it, like, looking towards, like, the summer and, spring and summer when the weather's getting warmer. Like, there's always other things to look towards. I feel like if it was on 100% of the time, it would lose its luster, and it wouldn't be that thing that you really anticipate for and really long for, So, yeah, I completely agree. So, like, I'm happy. Like, teams did good, and they got to where they got to, but I'm I'm ready after the Super Bowl. I'm ready to just kind of take a break and look forward to other stuff.
I think the only counter argument I think someone can make to that is if you're a Seahawks or if you're a Patriots fan. If you're one of those teams that kind of make it to the Super Bowl, you're kind of riding a high of like, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah,
so,
definitely.
Like, you don't ever want it to end. Which, I mean, I know Andrew. Last time like you felt like that, we're going all the way was a while ago, and the last time we did that was a while ago. So it's like. And that's even before I cared about football, so I don't know what that feels like. It keeps going, and you're just like, I don't want it to end. But like, it's ended. Like the last time my team played was like, it feels like forever ago. So it's like, I'm good.
Yeah, and there's something. The last thing I'll say is there's definitely something special to be like. There's something to look forward to. Like, where your team is kind of at, basically. New coaches have kind of been hired, and you're kind of now preparing for like the draft, and like there'll be little updates here and there with free agency and draft, as Harold said. But there's something nice when it ends to be like, ooh, I can't wait to see what next season looks like.
The finality of it, it's over.
The
season's over. It's done. It's like when you're. I mean, it's not quite the same as when your favorite TV show ends because you feel like that, like, oh, my favorite TV show ended. But it's like, it feels nice because it's like, okay, it's over. I can't wait to see what it is next October or September, October. But like, now it's like you're on vacation mode. You're like, no more football.
Yeah, it's ending. It's gonna end. It's over. Just like we're over with this episode.
Yeah.
There. See what I did there?
What's up? I think that was great. I think this was a great episode. And
Oh yeah.
Until next time, I will see you boys later.